highly reactive metal and medium reactive metal. Let's move on to the last type of extraction, low reactive metals. Low reactive metals, the best part about them is they do not react. So usually they are found in the free state. But those metals are gold, platinum, or maybe silver. But some of them, like copper and mercury, sometimes exist in their sulfides or oxide form. So the sulfide form, you know what to do for the sulfide, you have to roast it. But the best part about low reactive metal, one more thing is, when you roast it, you come out with a pure metal. Let's see the reaction copper sulfide with oxygen. Now, when copper sulfide is reacted with oxygen, I already told you heat. Because copper was below the earth, its valency was 1 and it reacted with sulfur in the valency of 1. But in this reaction, copper's valency will remain a 1 throughout the reactions. Copper sulfide plus O2. Because its valency is 1, it is least reactive metal. It is even less reactive than its normal 2 state. So copper sulfide, when reacts with oxygen, what happens? First of all, the heat will break the bonds between copper and sulfide, separating them. Now, you have to imagine if there is a ton of copper sulfide, not everything will be reduced or decomposed in 1 second. It will take time. So, the process is a slow process. When 50% is done, something will happen. Now, the copper will react with oxygen to form Cu2O because copper's valency is 1, O valency is 2, crisscross Cu2O plus SO2. Now, that SO2 gas is given up, gone. Copper oxide, when 50%, when 50% of copper sulfide has converted itself into copper oxide, the supply of oxygen is stopped. So now what happens is this copper sulfide and copper oxide do start reacting with each other. The most interesting thing is they react with each other, and what happens next is the best part. They react with each other and only copper is left behind. So let's balance the reaction first. Cu is 2, Cu is 2. No, nothing to do. S is 1, S is 1. O is 2, O is 1 plus 2. So odd oxygen ko banao even, multiplied by 2. Oxygen became 4. Multiply on the left hand side by 2. Now copper also became 4, so multiply left hand side by 2. Sulfide became 2, multiply by 2. The reaction is balanced. Wait a second, oxygen got affected. Oxygen became 4 plus 2, that is 6. Multiply by 3. Copper oxide, when reacts with copper sulfide, what happens is copper, being in a less reactive state, is so less reactive that sulfur and oxygen of each other react with each other to form sulfur dioxide. What is left behind is only copper. So when you heat it further, copper oxide and copper sulfide break. When they break, sulfur reacts with oxygen. Sulfur dioxide is formed. As there is no more supply of oxygen, copper does not react with anything. Hence, I get copper in the pure state. Let's balance this reaction. Copper is 4 on the left hand side, 1 on the right hand side. So you multiply that copper by 4. Whereas sulfur dioxide, sulfur is 1, oxygen is 1, oxygen is 2. So you multiply by 2 on the left hand side, making copper 6 multiplied by 6. So this is how copper is reduced. Remember, the theoretical process is difficult, but for the businessman, it is very simple. You just have to take a lot of copper sulfide, put it in a furnace, heat it, stop the supply of oxygen, and you get pure copper. Similar to that is the extraction of mercury. The ore of mercury is called cinnabar, which is HgS. When it reacts with oxygen, the bonds break due to heat. Mercuric sulfide is converted into mercury and sulfur. They react with oxygen to form mercuric oxide. Mercury sulfide undergoes roasting to form mercuric oxide and sulfur dioxide. When they do so, this HgO is heated further. Let's balance the reaction first. Hg is 1, Hg is 1, S is 1, S is 1. O is 2, O is 3. So odd oxygen ko banaya even. Oxygen became 4. Multiply the left hand side by 2. Hg became 2. Multiply by 2. S became 2. Multiply by 2. Oxygen became 4 plus 2, 6 multiplied by 3. HgO. Now when this HgO is broken into two parts, what happens is when you heat it, it undergoes decomposition to form mercury. Who gives this energy? Heat allows the bonds to be broken and it turns into Hg, and O is given out as O2 gas. O2 gas and sulfur dioxide gas goes up because they are gases, leaving behind a pure mercury which is in the molten state, obviously because mercury is in the liquid state. With this, we finished the extraction of metals of low reactivity. Although they are impure, we'll learn refining in the next module.